Barbecues galore. Darlett Street, Horsham.
To advertise in the Weekly Advertiser, call 53 821 351.
Welcome to the 2022 Horsham District Football Netball League A-Grade Netball and Della Medal vote counts on 1089 3WM across the Wimmera Mallee and 96.1 3WM FM Ararat, and streaming right to you wherever you are on YouTube.
Yes, it is a very good evening to you and welcome to the Horsham District Football Netball League. Night of nights, it is the A-Grade Netball and the Senior Football Della Medal Best and Fairest counts. It's Adam Roach with you this evening, and very honoured to be in the chair again for the second year running. I guess we didn't expect that we would be back here again, but here we are, and we are streaming live on YouTube, and if you are tuning into us on the radio on 1089 3WM across the Wimmera Mallee or 96.1 3WM FM in Ararat, and you want to visually stream this, you can do so via YouTube. And hello if you are watching us in somewhere in the world, wherever you might be. I am joined tonight by the host of 3WM's The Shirt Front and Local Football Live, Grant Kugel. Cougs, here we are, 12 months later, sitting in the same spot again, hosting another digital Best and Fairest Awards night, but it is an absolutely fantastic position that we're in this time after a very difficult couple of years. The quality of football and netball this year has been absolutely sensational. It's just fantastic that we can present these awards tonight.
It is brilliant. And the bonus is we've got a final series, so that just is the cream on the cake. And we must say, like, the crowds at the finals venues have been huge. People have really got out and supported country football and netball, and you know, we've poked the head out a couple of times from the broadcast and had a look around the netball courts and that, and the crowd around watching the netball is just phenomenal.
It's been fantastic, and just seeing all the people around towns as well. There is that finals fever, which is really, really enveloping the entire communities and region, which is really, really fantastic after, obviously, the predicament we found ourselves in last year. But we move forward, of course, into this great night of nights. How it's going to work tonight is, well, we're going to go through the A-Grade Netball first. We're going to read through round by round, and Sharon Fedke joins us in the studio. Who'll be reading out all of these votes. We'll stop after round 8 or so. We'll have a bit of a discussion about that leaderboard, and then we'll push on through for the remainder of the season. We'll announce the winners, the runners-up. We'll have a look at the final leaderboard, and of course, we'll try and get the winners on a phone call as well, Cougs, to be able to have a chat with them.
Yeah, phone might be better than what we tried last year, mate. The old technology of internet didn't really work that well, but we did last year get the scoop that John Delahunty wasn't coaching Miniat Matar. Timmy McKenzie was taking over. So it was well worth it last year.
Absolutely was. But no, you're right. We'll see what scoops we get tonight. But we'll have a bit of a break halfway between the netball and the football counts tonight as well. And we'll announce things like the best opposition players, club champions. And before we get even started, really, there's been some other awards which have been handed out this evening, Cougs. And we're talking about all of the B grade, the C grade, etc. So do you want to have a run through who has already picked up some awards this evening?
Yep, well and truly, Adam. So the C Reserve Netball, the winner was Tanya Crawford from Swifts on 26 votes, and we'll explain the match ratio, but the match ratio is 1.73. Runner-up was Catherine Hamilton from Haribalmoral on 25 votes with a match ratio of 1.66. The C-grade netball, Holly Pepper from Caniva on 25 votes with a match ratio of 1.56. Runner-up was Megan Polner from Kalkee on 20 votes with a match ratio of 1.33. The B grade, I had Sharon Fedke written down here at the top, but she's crossed it out on me. It's Joe Taylor on 26 votes from Natty United with a match ratio of 1.73. Runner-up was Morgan Coventry from Edenhope Apsley on 20 votes with a match ratio of 1.33. The reserves football, I don't see this too often at all, a four-way tie.
Four-way tie. Goodness,
four-way tie.
That's incredible.
I don't think they would have had 4 Brownlow medalists knocked out for 4. They wouldn't have been thinking. And again, the match ratio comes into play. Andrew Baker from the Swifts, Matt Maltz from Haribalmoral, and also from Haribalmoral, Quinton Wilmoth, all on 16 votes with a match ratio of 1. And on 14 votes was Brendan Hobbs from Kalkee. He also had a match ratio of 1 and that's due to the 2 buys or forfeits due to COVID during the year.
Yeah, that match ratio system, it's something that I guess we're not really overly used to, but it certainly is in play for the A-grade netball count this evening. So in your best words, Coos, can you give us a bit of an explanation on how the ratio system will work?
Well, as we said, traditionally the senior best and fairest count is calculated solely on the raw vote. So most votes over the line, you win. But the system only works when everybody plays the right number of games, and the netball this year, Taylors Lake haven't had a side, and there's been a few forfeits on the A grade due to COVID. So the HDFNL have adopted a ratio system to ensure equality for each club. The ratio system works to average out the number of votes received by a player and the total number of games their team was eligible to play in during the season. So, for instance sake, in the reserves count, Harry Balmoral played 16 games, Quinton Wilmoth and Matt Mulch polled 16 votes, 16 games, 16 divided by 16, comes out at the 1. Brendan Hobbs, Kalkey only played 14 games, he received 14 votes, 14 games, he had a match ratio of 1. So that's sort of, in a nutshell, how the match ratio works.
Fantastic. Well, we'll see how that one pans out throughout the course of the evening, but I'm sure wherever you are viewing from or tuning into this evening, you are waiting for some votes to be read out. Sharon, how are you feeling over there? Another vote count, another year of netball behind us, and you must be rather excited as well about having some big finals on Saturday.
Good evening, guys. I am. I'm super excited. It's been a really, really great year. We've had a full season of netball. Obviously, as Cougs has just said, that we have had some forfeits throughout the season, but basically we've had a full season and we're into a final series. Last year we got to the final series right on the eve of the final series, and it all got pulled from underneath us. So it's so great to have a final series, and as you said, the crowds, the spectators, everything, the matches, everything has been fabulous. So we've really enjoyed it, and now we're down at the pointy end of presentation tonight and then grand final on Saturday. So we're just super excited to be involved and have it all going.
No, absolutely well said, and then the quality of the matches as well has been absolutely outstanding. So it is an absolute pleasure to be able to really recognise the great achievements of the players throughout the season this year.
It is indeed, and Sharon put her forecast on the shirt front Saturday morning, so we'll just see how good she is come the end of the night.
I think you did as well, man.
I was going with Sharon.
I don't know. What did I say, Cougs? It was a while ago. That's a long time for an old girl like me to remember back that far.
I know. We looked at it before, and you'd gone Eden Hope Apsley's Emily Burgess was the one you tipped Saturday morning.
Did I? And I think I also went previous winner Liv Jones from Horsham, and was there anyone else? I think that was my main.
Cobber was the Liv Jones, I think, and
yeah.
I thought she'd probably poll very well again this year.
So it'd be interesting to see how it all pans out.
Absolutely, and there really is only one way to do that. So I think, Sharon, if you're ready to rock and roll, we will get started through. You'll see a presentation up on your screens at home as Sharon is reading out the votes. But over to you, Sharon, and we'll go through rounds 1 through to
Adam.
8.
So round 1, Natimuck United versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Anna Habel. 2 votes, Pimpernio, Talia Thompson. 3 votes, Natimuck United, Brooklyn Fraser. Taylors Lake versus Eden Hope Apsley, there was no game. Japarrett Rainbow versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Japarrett Rainbow, Penny Fisher. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Madison Mara. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Riley Cox. Laharam versus Swifts. 1 vote, Laharam, Maddie Iredale. 2 votes, Swifts, Michaela Armour. 3 votes, Laharam, Emma Iredale. Conniva Leor United versus Kalkey. 1 vote, Conniva Leor United, Nikki Hawker. 2 votes, Kalkey, Casey Jess. 3 votes, Kalkey, Jenna Bywaters. Harrow Balmoral versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Kirby Knight. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Georgia Lowe. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Brittany Keller. Round 2, Pimpernio versus Taylors Lake. There was no game. Narrajua Quantong versus Natimuck United. 1 vote, Nadimuck United, Emily Haitley. 2 votes, Narrajul Kontong, Yolanda Molyneux. 3 votes, Narrajul Kontong, Stephanie Cooper. Kalkee versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Ebony Salter. 2 votes, Kalkee, Hayley Thomas. 3 votes, Kalkee, Casey Jess. Stall Swifts versus Conniva Leor United. 1 vote, Conniva Leor United, Nikki Hawker. 2 votes, Stall, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Conniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. Rapanyup versus Laharam. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Angela Brain. 2 votes, Laharam, Erin Mallington. 3 votes, Laharam, Ashley Bilsma. Edenhope Apsley versus Japarut Rainbow. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess. 2 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Madison Mara. 3 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Riley Cox. Harrow Balmoral versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Kirby Knight. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Ebony Salter. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Georgia Jones. Conniva Leor United versus Taylors Lake, there's no game. Laharam versus Japarut Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarut Rainbow, Bridget McKenzie. 2 votes, Laharam, Caitlin Story. 3 votes, Laharam, Olivia Jones. Nadimuck United versus Swifts. 1 vote, Nadimuck United, Bethany Sudoltz. 2 votes, Swifts, Heidi Lang. 3 votes, Nadimuck United, Emily Haitley. Kalkee versus Rapanyup, there's no game. Narrajul Kontong versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Narrajul Kontong, Katrina Kerr. 2 votes, Narrajul Kontong, Yolanda Molyneux. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess. Round 4, Taylors Lake versus Harrow Balmoral. There was no game. Pimpernio versus Narrajul Kontong. 1 vote, Narrajul Kontong, Louisa Dixon. 2 votes, Pimpernio, Talia Thompson. 3 votes, Narrajul Kontong, Katrina Kerr. Edenhope Apsley versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Casey Jess. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters.
Burgess and Bywaters both on 6.
Rapanyup versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Zanita Hosking. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Angela Brain. 3 votes, Swifts, Michaela Armour. Laharam versus Nadimuck United. 1 vote, Nadimuck United, Casey Vanston. 2 votes, Laharam, Olivia Jones. 3 votes, Laharam, Maddie Iredale.
Jones to 5.
Japarut Rainbow versus Conniva Leor United. 1 vote, Japarut Rainbow, Madison Mara. 2 votes, Conniva Leor United, Hayley Whitmitz. 3 votes, Conniva Leor United, Abby Croft.
Mara is on 5.
Round 5, Pimpernio versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Eve Thomas. 2 votes, Pimpernio, Anna Habel. 3 votes, Pimpernio, Talia Thompson.
Thompson leads on 7.
Swifts versus Taylors Lake, there's no game. Kalkee versus Japarut Rainbow, there was no game. Narrajul Kontong versus Laharam. 1 vote, Narrajul Kontong, Shannon Couch. 2 votes, Narrajul Kontong, Louisa Dixon. 3 votes, Laharam, Maddie Iredale. Harrow Balmoral versus Conniva Leor United. 1 vote, Conniva Leor United, Elizabeth Hawker. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 3 votes, Conniva Leor United, Nikki Hawker. Nadimuck United versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Nadimuck United, Danielle Harrison. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Sarah Burgess. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess.
Burgess to 9, leads by 2.
Round 6, Harrow Balmoral versus Nannymuck United. 1 vote, Nannymuck United, Bethany Sudoltz. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Laura Briggs. Kaniva Lior United versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Narrajua Quantong, Georgia Lowe. 2 votes, Kaniva Lior United, Alan Bennett. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Yolanda Molyneux. Laharam versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Rihanna Keeney. 2 votes, Laharam, Olivia Jones. 3 votes, Kalkee, Hayley Thomas.
Jones to 7.
Japarrett Rainbow versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Heidi Lang. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Penny Fisher. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Madison Mara.
Mara to 8, trails Burgess by 1.
Taylor's Lake versus Rapanyup, there's no game. Pimpernio versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Sarah Domitians. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Carly Fedder. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Hayley Campbell. Round 7, Swifts versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Ebony Salter. 2 votes, Swifts, Edwina Flakemore. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Brittany Keller.
Tell it a 6.
Kalkee versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Kalkee, Molly Lakin. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Jane Tucker. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Georgia Lowe. Taylor's Lake versus Nannymuck United, there's no game. Japarrett Rainbow versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Japarrett Rainbow, Madison Mara. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Bridget McKenzie. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Penny Fisher.
Mara to 9, equal lead with Burgess. Fisher to 6.
Edenhope Apsley versus Laharam. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Casey Bernhardt. 2 votes, Laharam, Caitlin Story. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess.
Burgess to 12, leads by 3.
Kaniva Lior United versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Kaniva Lior United, Abby Croft. 2 votes, Kaniva Lior United, Emma Hawker. 3 votes, Kaniva Lior United, Hayley Whitmitz. Round 8. Rapanyup versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Narrajua Quantong, Shannon Couch. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Gemma Morgan. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Stephanie Cooper. Swifts versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Swifts, Michaela Armour. 2 votes, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters.
Bywaters to 9.
Nannymuck United versus Japarrett Rainbow. 1 vote, Nannymuck United, Danielle Hansen. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Ellie Schumann. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Madison Mara. Taylor's Lake versus Laharam, there's no game. Pimpernio versus Kaniva Lior United. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Talia Thompson. 2 votes, Kaniva Lior United, Elizabeth Hawker. 3 votes, Kaniva Lior United, Renee Fedder. Edenhope Apsley versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Carly Fedder. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess.
Burgess to 15, leads Mara by 3.
So we have a leaderboard after round 8.
It is really fascinating, Sharon, that first 8 rounds to see the same names being read over and over again. And it's a pretty good lead at the moment, a 3-vote lead. Emily Burgess out in front.
It is. She's had a stellar season and, she's really played well in the defence. She's been the key for Edenhope's defence all year. So just playing back at goalkeeper and really, really strong in that defensive end.
Madison Mara is interesting. We don't hear much. It's all sort of Penny Fisher when we talk about Japarrett Rainbow, but certainly Madison Mara's had a good year as well.
She has. She's one of those young girls who's come through the junior system at Japarrett Rainbow and has been a strong player, and it's so great to see her being rewarded for a lot of the strong play that she's done. Just her maturity as she's sort of become more a part of that team, and she does really well in that attack end and is a really strong player.
And the next couple there, Jenna Bywaters, I think she's a previous winner.
She is.
Of the best and fairest, so I expect her to play well. Talia Thompson, she won the under-17s. Obviously got a huge future ahead of her in netball.
Oh, definitely. She's one to keep an eye on. Pimpernio can do a real lot working a team for the future around her and some of the young kids they've got at that club. So, there's a bright future with that young lady.
And then we look at Olivia Jones, expected to be there, and Maddie Oradell, both on 7. Yolanda Molyneux also on 7. So some quality netballers and a lot of experience.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really fascinating thing for someone like myself who perhaps is new to the region, and seeing these teams who and the names of these teams that keep coming up again and again, when they start to take votes away from each other, it's a bit of a concern at this time of a vote count, isn't it?
Well, that's what it can be, Adam, and I think that's the true testament of a great team. You'll often find that some of the better teams don't necessarily have, because they're all taking votes off each other. As you say, each week there's a different girl stepping up, and so some of these really stronger teams, the girls are there, taking votes. So, but I think that's just how it is. I mean, if you've got a great team, that's how it should be. So, it's good to see.
No, I absolutely agree with you. It will be a fascinating run home of the last 8 rounds. We're ready to just dive in and get through.
Let's get back into it.
Rounds 9 right through to 16. Back to you, Sharon.
Terrific. Thanks, Adam. Round 9, Japarrett Rainbow versus Taylor's Lake. There was no game. Natimuck United versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Natimuck United, Emily Haitley. 2 votes, Kalkee, Rihanna Keeney. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters.
Bywaters to 12, trails by 3.
Narrajal Quantong versus Swifts. 1 vote, Jane Tucker, Narrajal Quantong. 2 votes, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Narrajal Quantong, Ashley McKinnon. Harrow Balmoral versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Gemma Morgan. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Courtney Clough. Coniva Leor United versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Coniva Leor United, Eliza Vivian. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Dulcie Sheriffs. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess.
Burgess to 18, leads by 6.
Round 10, Narrajal Quantong versus Taylor's Lake. There was no game. Harrow Balmoral versus Japarrett Rainbow. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Ebony Salter. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Bridget McKenzie. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Courtney Clough. Coniva Leor United versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Emma Oradell. 2 votes, Coniva Leor United, Elizabeth Hawker. 3 votes, Laharam, Maddie Oradell. Rapanyup versus Natimuck United. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Ella Bibby. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Gemma Morgan. 3 votes, Natimuck United, Danielle Hansen. Swifts versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Rebecca Carter, Edenhope Apsley. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Hayley Campbell. 3 votes, Swifts, Edwina Flakemore. Kalkee versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Talia Thompson. 2 votes, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters. 3 votes, Kalkee, Molly Lakin.
Burgess, Bywaters to 14, Burgess still leads on 18.
Round 11, Japarrett Rainbow versus Narrajal Quantong. 1 vote, Narrajal Quantong, Georgia Lowe. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Hayley Livington. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Olivia Revel. Taylor's Lake versus Kalkee, there is no game. Pimpernio versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Michaela Carey. 2 votes, Pimpanayo, Denny Sordello. 3 votes, Pimpanayo, Talia Thompson.
Thompson to 12.
Eden Hope Apsley versus Rapanyip. There was no game. Nanimuck United versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Elizabeth Hawker. 2 votes, Nanimuck United, Emily Haitley. 3 votes, Kaniva Leor United, Emma Hawker. Laharam versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Laharam, Maddie Iredale. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Kirby Knight. 3 votes, Laharam, Emma Iredale. Round 12, Pimpanayo versus Nanimuck United. 1 vote, Pimpanayo, Talia Thompson. 2 votes, Nanimuck United, Brooklyn Fraser. 3 votes, Pimpanayo, Victoria Taylor.
Thompson to 13.
Eden Hope Apsley versus Taylor's Lake. There's no game. Rapanyip versus Japarut Rainbow. 1 vote, Rapanyip, Gemma Morgan. 2 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Madison Mara. 3 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Penny Fisher.
Mara to 14. Fisher's on 9.
Swifts versus Laharam. 1 vote, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 2 votes, Laharam, Maddie Iredale. 3 votes, Laharam, Olivia Jones.
Jones to 13.
Kalkee versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters. 2 votes, Kaniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. 3 votes, Kalkee, Molly Lakin. Narrajua Quantong versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Shannon Couch. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Stephanie Cooper. Round 13, Taylor's Lake versus Pimpanayo. There was no game. Nanimuck United versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Nanimuck United, Emily Haitley. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Shannon Couch. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Stephanie Cooper.
Cooper, 2 best on courts, goes to 12.
Harrow Balmoral versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. 2 votes, Kalkee, Molly Lakin. 3 votes, Kalkee, Casey Wrench. Kaniva Leor United versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Heidi Lang. 2 votes, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Kaniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. Laharam versus Rapanyip. 1 vote, Rapanyip, Gemma Morgan. 2 votes, Laharam, Olivia Jones. 3 votes, Laharam, Ashley Bilsma.
Jones 15, Bywaters 15, Burgess leads on 18.
Japarut Rainbow versus Eden Hope Apsley. 1 vote, Eden Hope Apsley, Carly Fedder. 2 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Riley Cox. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Emily Burgess.
Burgess to 21.
Round 14, Taylor's Lake versus Japarut Rainbow. There was no game. Kalkee versus Nanimuck United. 1 vote, Nanimuck United, Danielle Hansen. 2 votes, Kalkee, Jenna Bywaters. 3 votes, Kalkee, Rihanna Keeney. Swifts versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Swifts, Michaela Armour. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Georgia Lowe. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Stephanie Cooper.
Cooper to 15, 3 in a row.
Rapanyip versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Courtney Clough. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Brittany Keller. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Megan Little. Eden Hope Apsley versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Emily Burgess. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Sasha McDonald.
Burgess to 23. We'll take some stopping now.
Round 15. Harrow Balmoral versus Swifts. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Brittany Keller. 2 votes, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Anna Grace Close. Narrajul Quantong versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Narrajul Quantong, Georgia Lowe. 2 votes, Kalkee, Millie McRae. 3 votes, Narrajul Quantong, Stephanie Cooper.
Cooper to 18. 5 behind Burgess. 4 best on courts in a row.
Nanimuck United versus Taylors Lake. There is no game. Pimpanayo versus Japarut Rainbow. 1 vote, Pimpanayo, Talia Thompson. 2 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Madison Mara. 3 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Penny Fisher. Laharam versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Laharam, Olivia Jones. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Emily Burgess. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Casey Bernhard.
Burgess to 25, and it's just about over the line, I think.
Rupanyup versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Abby Croft. 2 votes, Rupanyup, Taylor Morgan. 3 votes, Kaniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. Round 16. Edenhope Apsley versus Nanimuck United. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Hayley Campbell. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Sasha McDonald. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Sarah Burgess.
So Burgess stays on 25.
Swifts versus Rupanyup. 1 vote, Swifts, Edwina Flakemore. 2 votes, Swifts, Erin Freeland. 3 votes, Rupanyup, Gemma Morgan. Kalkee versus Taylors Lake. There's no game. Narrajul Quantong versus Pimpanayo. 1 vote, Narrajul Quantong, Jane Tucker. 2 votes, Pimpanayo, Talia Thompson. 3 votes, Narrajul Quantong, Stephanie Cooper.
Thompson to 17. Cooper has polled 5 best on courts in a row to go to 21. She's behind Burgess by 4, but match ratio will come into play.
Kaniva Leor United versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Alan Bennett. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Grace Heusler. 3 votes, Kaniva Leor United, Nikki Hawker. Japarut Rainbow versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Olivia Jones. 2 votes, Japarut Rainbow, Madison Mara. 3 votes, Laharam, Maddie Iredale.
Jones to 19. Mara will finish on 18.
Well, there we are. A fascinating count. 16 rounds to go. We do have a clear winner when it comes to amount of votes, as Cougs was calling throughout the vote there. But it does come down to the ratio. So I'll let one of you two do the honours to announce the winner of the A-grade netball best and fairest for 2022, Sharon.
Is from Edenhope Apsley, it is Emily Burgess on 25 votes with a match ratio of 1.92. The runner-up best and fairest is Jenna Bywaters of Kalkee with 17 votes on a match ratio of 1.42.
Yeah, and that match ratio comes into play, of course, because I think they missed 4 games, two against Taylors Lake and 2 forfeits. So the 21 votes divided by the 12 games gets to that match ratio.
Yeah. And so if we go through the A-grade leaderboard, obviously we have Emily Burgess as the winner, Jenna Bywaters as the runner-up. Then we have, from Narrajul Quantong, we have Stephanie Cooper. From Japarut Rainbow is Madison Mara. From Laharam is Olivia Jones. From Pimpanayo is Talia Thompson. From Laharam is Maddie Iredale. From Kaniva Leor United is Alan Bennett. From Harrow Balmoral is Megan Little, and rounding out the top 10 is from Swifts is Erin Freeland. So well done to all those ladies and polling those votes this year.
Yep, Emily Burgess, 13 games, 6 best on courts, 3 second best on courts and 1 third, got her a 25. Jenna Bywaters, 4 best on courts, 2 second best, and 1/3. Steph Cooper's the interesting one. 15 games are 7 best on courts.
Yeah.
So what's Steph like as a player?
Oh, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. She's just goes out there and just plays her game. Nothing phases her. And look, she's one of the most level-headed and most beautiful girls you'll ever meet. I get the honour of playing against her every Thursday night at training, and to watch her play every Saturday is just an honour. She's a lovely young lady, and she's a terrific netballer as well. So. She's had a great year.
Jenna Bywater's a runner-up. Where does she normally play?
She's in goals. She plays goal attack, and she can play either end. I've seen her play both in the defence end, but since she's been out at Kalkee, she's mainly been in that attack end. She can shoot from anywhere. She's a beautiful goalie, and just again one of those players who just goes out. Just looks effortless in how she plays, and so she's just a lovely player to watch, and as a co-goalie, love watching those girls who can just turn and shoot, and she does that. So
well, the girl who's won it, she's stopping you shooting those goals.
Yeah,
she's
she
a
is.
goalkeeper, I think, first year
Yeah.
at Eden Hope. Absolutely a family connection there, and we don't get to see the netball much due to our broadcasting commitments, but from all reports, an absolute magnificent player.
Yeah, she is. Just her ability to read the play and read the ball. She'll come up with intercepts. She's tall. She's athletic, another really, really great player to watch, and just love how she goes about her game. No fuss, just goes out there and gets it done. So. Really great.
So Emily Burgess, congratulations on taking out this year's medal. You're joining us over the phone at the moment. That must be nice to have just sat back and heard those nice compliments coming your way, and it must feel pretty good to take out the award this year.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been a really great season, and I've really loved playing netball at Eden Hope, actually, and I've really had a really great time. So
There's a family connection that's, for people that don't know, family connection, you're sort of an absolute girl, I think, family out that way, Eden Hope Way. Is that what drew you back to the club, Emily?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Like, that's where my dad grew up, and where my dad and pa live, and it's, something that I just wanted to experience where dad grew up, and I've really enjoyed it. Am I right in saying you live in Adelaide and travel back each week? Where's your netball history? Where have you played your netball over your lifetime? Yeah, so I grew up playing netball at Mundalla in the K&T, and then went to boarding school in Adelaide, and have been mostly based in Adelaide since then, playing at Matrix Netball Club. I've had some small stints at Suncourt level and as a training partner, and have decided to play some country netball this year and try and find some enjoyment in netball. So
Yeah, Emily, I just did. Sorry, Sharon here. I just did a little bit of homework on you and saw that you had some affiliations, I think, with both the New South Wales Swifts and the Adelaide Thunderbirds with their training. Would that be correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that you were in the player squad, or the 20-player squad back in 2016 for the Australian World Youth Cup. So did you make that team, or were you just in that squad? I mean, it was an honour to be selected for that squad anyway.
Yeah, no, I was in the squad, but no, I didn't make the team.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, geez, to get to that level, I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. And I've probably done a little bit more homework, and I see that you did have a really bad ruptured ACL not that long, or a few years ago. So to come back and to be playing at the level that you are, and the fitness level, and watching you play each week, it's obviously a testament to how much work you have put in to getting back onto the court and to be playing at the level that you are.
Yeah, no, obviously, like, those injuries were a bit disappointing and probably at a really bad time. But yeah, I definitely think it's made me into a better netballer in terms of I had to get stronger and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't notice it when you're watching you out on the court. Your athleticism and your ability to read the play and just the way you go about it. It's just a pleasure to watch you play. So, well done to you and well done on the season that you've had.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you mainly play as a goalkeeper? Is that where you've played most of your netball, Emily?
No, this is probably my first season playing goalkeeper. I grew up as a goal defence though, so have played like circle defence. And then once I was sort of about 16, 17, I was probably too short to play in the circle, so I've actually played a lot of netball, wing defence and centre. But I do prefer circle defence, so it's been lots of fun.
How have you found the standard of District League netball coming from where you've played in Adelaide?
Yeah, look, I think it's really strong. What I really enjoy about it is every game is really hard, and you never know whether you're going to win or lose. And it's across the board. I think it was really tight to see who was going to make it into finals. So the standard's really high, but across all the teams. So yeah.
And of course, this week you've worked your way into the grand final. You take on Horsham at the City Oval Saturday afternoon. I dare say you and the team are really looking forward to that. It had been probably, I haven't done any research, but probably a long time. I think Eno perhaps have been there a couple of times, but never been able to lift the silverware. You must be really keen as a group to take home a bit of silverware.
Yeah, no, we're definitely very excited. I think, for Eden Hope, absolutely, it's been a while, and everyone's really excited, and we'll hopefully, we need to play a really good game and get through the game, but that's definitely the goal. So yeah. Yeah,
I must admit that I am so looking forward to this game on the weekend, having watched you guys play over the last few weeks coming through the finals and knowing Horsham and the team that they've got. I see a really even match. I know you only played them not that long ago, about 4 or 5 weeks ago in the home and away series, and you got the win over them, but I see Saturday being a really, really tight contest, and I'm telling everybody I know, if they love netball, get down to City Oval and watch this A-grade game. I think it's going to be a real ripper of a game.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some really close games against Horsham. I think the first time we played them, it was only 1 goal, and then 5 goals the second time. So we know it's going to be a really hard game, but definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, excellent. Well done on the win. I'm really pleased for you, Emily.
Oh, thank you.
Emily, congratulations on behalf of all of us here at 3WM and Ace Radio and the Weekly Advertiser and, of course, the Horsham District Football Netball League. Congratulations on taking out the medal, and thanks for giving up your time as well. Pretty much as soon as it was announced or on the phone, I'm sure you've had some missed calls and some text messages to get through. Go and enjoy the rest of the evening and go and celebrate with some friends and family, and, of course, all the best for the grand final on Saturday.
Thank you so much. See ya.
Emily Burgess there, the winner of the A-grade Horsham District Football Netball League Best and Fairest for 2022. A fascinating count. Sharon, you can breathe a nice deep sigh.
You got it right.
I got
it right.
I got through.
You picked the tip Saturday morning. You thought Emily Burgess would get up, and just from a league point of view, to have the likes of Emily Burgess, a sister, and Sasha McDonald coming back into the competition must be fantastic from a league point of view.
Well, I think the fact that they want to come back and play in our league is great, and I think we've talked about it all year long, Cougs, that the competition this year has been so even. We knew that, the finals series wasn't set until the very last round. So that's how even the competition has been. We've had girls coming back. It's just so great to see the standard of netball that we've had this year. After what we can only say the last 2 years has been, well, I won't say words on air, what I would really like to say, but, just to see everyone up and about and seeing netball being played and at the level it is, it's just such a great thing to be around. So, yeah, super excited about it.
Very much looking forward to the weekend, and congratulations to you for a wonderful count as well. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll acknowledge some of our sponsors of the District League as well, and then we'll come back and we'll announce some Best Opposition Awards, the club champion. We'll have a look at some of the umpires this coming weekend as well before we get into the seniors. You are listening to the Horsham District Football Netball League's Della Medal and the A-Grade Medal vote count right here live on 3WM.
The Horsham Agricultural Show is back. The jam-packed program features loads of fun for everyone. Level up gaming, live music, art workshops, competitions, performances, pet shows, games, rides, show bags, food, beverages, fireworks and much, much more. And don't miss the MXW Pro Wrestling in the ring all day and the huge collision course show in the evening. The Horsham Agricultural Show is back. September 24 and 25, Horsham Showgrounds and Maydale Reserve. Keep updated via Facebook. Proudly supported by Ace Radio.
At Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, the little things you do are always worth celebrating. Head in store and see the friendly and professional team today. They have all your health and beauty needs covered to keep you and your family healthy on the inside and looking your best. For personalised advice and the best of care, head into Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, now in 2 convenient locations, on Darlett and Madden Streets. Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, where every day is a festival of you.
It's time, Australia, to wake up to sleep. We are a nation of sleepwalkers and sleep workers. We need to get serious about sleep because it is incredible. It's scientifically proven to give us more energy, clearer judgment, and better immunity. And nobody understands this more than 40 Winks. The best thing we can do for ourselves is to lie there and do nothing at all. 40 Winks, serious about sleep.
How many times have you been asked, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Maybe you're still at school. Maybe you've just graduated. Maybe you're wanting to enter the workplace. Have you thought about an apprenticeship or a traineeship with a local business? It'll not only give you practical hands-on training and work experience, but you'll get paid while you learn. Talk to Skill Invest. They'll help create a training pathway so you can become qualified, skilled, confident and successful. Be the best. Choose Skill Invest.
The club, it's the heart of Horsham. Feel it from the moment you step inside. The club, it's the heart of Horsham. We're here for the women of far and wide. Join the fun, everyone. Horsham Sports and Community Club. The club, it's the heart of Horsham. The club, it's the heart of Horsham. The club.
Welcome to the 2022 Horsham District Football Netball League A-Grade Netball and Della Medal vote counts on 1089 3WM across the Wimmera Mallee and 96.1 3WM FM Ararat, and streaming right to you wherever you are on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Horsham District Football Netball League. Night of nights, a fascinating netball A-grade count there. It really, really was. And congratulations to Emily Burgess and also to our runners-up and everyone who polled a vote and really got out on the courts this year, because it certainly is fantastic.
She was consistent. Like, she played 13 games and she polled in 10 of them. So that's not too bad.
Very consistent, very consistent.
That's a good season. But also on these nights, there's also some other awards that we need to hand out. So we're going to have a look at the A-grade Best Opposition Player.
And that goes to Gemma Morgan from Rapanyup. And I'm super thrilled to see that a player from Rapanyup has won that, given the season that they've had and just everything that they've done to get an A-grade team on the court. I am super thrilled to see that a young girl who's stuck by the club has won that award. So well done to Gemma.
Morgan from Rapanyup winning something on the best and fairest night. You're in shock just about, aren't we?
Just about.
Let's take a look at the football, the senior grade there, the best opposition player. Or do you want to do under 21s first,
do
perhaps?
Do the under 21.
Righto.
Do the under 21.
Yeah.
That's live for you. I've just thrown that one at you. So the winners of the under 21s. Well, Cougs, I'll leave that one over to you. Perhaps you can announce that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Best under 21 for the netball is Talia Thompson from Pimpernio.
And again, we've talked about Talia and how well she did in the senior vote count. She won the under-17, and she's just one of those star players who's going to do really well. So well done to Talia on getting that under-21 award this year.
Going to be a phenomenal netballer. I think of sports. I think she's a pretty handy tennis player, just quietly as well.
I think she is. I'm pretty sure she gets a lot of talent from her mother.
Yeah, she has. And the club championship, well, there was a runaway winner, but after that it was pretty tight because in third spot was Narendra Quantong on 225 points. And this is based on points across netball and football. They all grades and different points for different grades. Runner-up was Pimpernio on 226, and that is a phenomenal effort when you look their senior football struggles. Yeah. Their senior netball probably isn't super strong, so they've really got a strong junior setup both on football and netball, and you hope that pushes through.
And and that was something as a board this year that we chose to actually change the way that we structured for the best clubs. So it was more even, so that it gave clubs like Pimpernio that have a strong junior program a chance to be in with that champion club. Yeah, so it used to be from sort of the top down. Well,
you'd get 6 points maybe for a win in the seniors, and you get 1 point for a win in the under 13s.
Yeah, exactly right. But I'm sorry, but we all play sport, and whether you're playing at the top level or you're the juniors, we're all playing for the club. And I think that it needs to be a fairer system, and that's what hopefully we put in, and it reflects in the club championship this year.
And the winner of the club championship, as I have done numerous times, is the Kalkee Football Netball Club on 285 votes.
Yep, so congratulations to Kalkee. So, again, strong right across the board in both netball and football.
Really, really fantastic. These clubs are so involved in the sports and, of course, in their communities as well. So it's great that we can acknowledge them as well. Well, I reckon we might just take another quick little break, and then we'll come back in and we'll run through the Della Medal vote count. Sharon, once again, thanks very much for all of your efforts throughout the season, and of course for tonight as well. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Della Medal.
The Horsham Agricultural Show is back. The jam-packed program features loads of fun for everyone. Level up gaming, live music, art workshops, competitions, performances, pet shows, games, rides, show bags, food, beverages, fireworks and much, much more. And don't miss the MXW Pro Wrestling in the ring all day and the huge collision course show in the evening. The Horsham Agricultural Show is back. September 24 and 25, Horsham Showgrounds and Maydale Reserve. Keep updated via Facebook. Proudly supported by Ace Radio.
Catch up with friends over a delicious meal at the Horsham Sports and Community Club. Enjoy a 2-course lunch for just $18 or only $16 if you're a club member. The options will have your mouth watering with the menu changing daily, and have your pick from their fantastic dessert list too. Horsham Sports and Community Club, Bailey Street. Open for lunch 7 days a week from 11:30 till 2. Stay up to date with the latest at hscc.org.au.
What do these things have in common? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You sleep, of course. And 40 Winks Horsham are serious about sleep. Now open 7 days a week, Pinson Street, Horsham.
How many times have you been asked, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Maybe you're still at school. Maybe you've just graduated. Maybe you're wanting to enter the workplace. Have you thought about an apprenticeship or a traineeship with a local business? It'll not only give you practical hands-on training and work experience, but you'll get paid while you learn. Talk to Skill Invest. They'll help create a training pathway so you can become qualified, skilled, confident and successful. Be the best. Choose Skill Invest.
At Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, the little things you do are always worth celebrating. Head in store and see the friendly and professional team today. They have all your health and beauty needs covered to keep you and your family healthy on the inside and looking your best. For personalised advice and the best of care, head into Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, now in 2 convenient locations, on Darlett and Madden Streets. Priceline Pharmacy Horsham, where every day is a festival of you.
Welcome to the 2022 Horsham District Football Netball League A-Grade Netball and Della Medal vote counts on 1089 3WM across the Wimmera Mallee and 96.1 3WM FM Ararat, and streaming right to you wherever you are on YouTube.
Well, welcome back to the Horsham District Football Netball League Night of Nights. And that's with you, joined by the shirt front on Local Football Live extraordinaire, Grant Kugel. What a great count that was.
It was indeed, and it's fantastic to get those quality of people coming back into the league, and obviously the umpires have recognised how good they are, and well done to Emily, and I know her father JB played a lot of footy and a lot of premierships at Mundalla, and of course her grandfather is none other than Reg Burgess, who played 150 odd games at Essendon and played with John Coleman, and it was our first footy legend we ever had was Reg Burgess. So there's a bit of breeding and a bit of talent in that family.
It is a great family by by the sounds of things. And you mentioned before, it's great to see people coming back. Speaking of someone who's coming back, we are joined this evening for the Della Medal count by the former chairman, just freshly retired from the position. Fred Mellington joins us. Fred, looking forward to the count tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, something I've been a bit used to. I thought I might have been retired, Adam, but seemingly not. But anyway, we'll see how we get on.
It should be a fascinating count, this one. Of course, we mentioned it at the start of the show tonight and the start of the broadcast. We know what happened in 2020 with no season at all. Last year, stop and starting. We got through and didn't obviously play a finals, but this year it's a very, very different situation that we find ourselves in.
It is indeed, and as we talk about finals, well, we've got our grand finalists now, and we've been talking for a long time how open it is, and it's previous years it's Harabal Moral, the major side, who's going to challenge them, but this year right up until the final series started and we got into the finals, it was a case of who's going to make it, and Saturday should be an absolute cracker, and tonight we recognise one individual for their outstanding season with the Della Medal, and I think again, like the footy, it's an absolute wide open field.
It really is. But what kind of names, though, do come to mind, and who do you think is going to poll really well this evening?
Well, you always sort of start and look at Harabal Moral, and you've got Nick Pekin, who Eastie had said he's the man. He's going to win it quite easily. He was adamant that Nick had a sensational year from what he's seen. And then you've got the ex-AFL Michael Close back playing for Harabal Moral, his brother Simon, who's an absolute brilliant footballer. So whether they cut votes off each other. And then you've got a couple of fellas at Edenhope with the name of McIntyre. Ben's missed 4 games, but he's won a Tui medal a couple of years ago, and a male medal in the Karanara Court League. His brother Tim's won a male medal in the Karanara Court League, so expect those two to be there. A couple of fellas from Rapanyup, Gleeson and that have had sensational years. Simon Hobbs from Kalkee, we saw how good he was Saturday. Freddie, he absolutely carved things up, didn't he?
He was very, very good on Saturday. He really made a difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
Traditionally, he hasn't polled a lot of votes, but he's been one of our favourites in previous years. You can't forget Scott Carey. He's just a consistent winner, won it a couple of times. So I think it's going to be a fascinating count.
Well, there really is only one way to find out who that's going to be, and that is to get through the votes. So we will cross to Fred to commence. We'll have a bit of a break and a leaderboard chat after round 8. But Fred, over to you.
Thanks, Adam. Round 1, Natty Muck United versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Clint Burdett. 2 votes, Natty Muck United, Sam Anson. 3 votes, Natty Muck United, Nathan Koenig. Taylor's Lake versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Nicholas Langley. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Tanner Robertson. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. Japarrat Rainbow versus Japarrat Rainbow versus Rapanyup, sorry. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Aaron Stokes. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly. Laharam versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Ethan Graham. 2 votes, Swifts, Ryan Folkes. 3 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey. Kaniva-Leor United versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Isaiah Adams. 2 votes, Kalkee, Jasper Gunn. 3 votes, Kelkey, Jaden Cooney. Harrow Balmoral versus Narrabri Quantong. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Nick Pekin. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Matt Jones. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. Round 2, Pimpernio versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Mackay Baker. 2 votes, Pimpernio, Frederick Frew. 3 votes, Pimpernio, Dylan Thomas. Hello, we've got a round 1. Is this a round 2? Well, we seem to have a bit of a misprint here. Is it Harrow Balmoral versus Narrabri Quantong?
No, that's a round 1.
We've had a bit of a mix-up here somewhere. We'll read this out anyway. It's Harrow Balmoral versus Narrabri Quantong. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Nick Pekin. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Matt Jones. Oh, we've already done that one, boys.
That's what we said.
Oh, there you go.
It
Right,
should be Narrabri Quantong and Natty United.
Let's have a crack at that one. 1 vote, Narrabri Quantong, Dawson Cross. 2 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Brock Orville. 3 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Jack Vague. Kelkey versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Ethan Appleton. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close. 3 votes, Kelkey, Simon Hobbs. Stall Swift versus Kaniva Leo United. 1 vote, Swifts, Ben Martin. 2 votes, Swifts, Zach Armour. 3 votes, Swifts, Ben Davis. Rapanyup versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Michael Scolzo. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Lachlan Wiedemann. Eden Hope Apsley versus Japarrett Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrett Rainbow, Clancy Breen. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Scott Driscoll.
McIntyre and Kelly are on 5.
Round 3, Harrow Balmoral versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, William Plush. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Anthony Close. Kaniva Leo United versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Taylor's Lake, Hunter Campy. 2 votes, Kaniva Leo United, Hamish Bennett. 3 votes, Kaniva Leo United, Jonty Brown. Laharam versus Japarrett Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrett Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 2 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Peter Weir. 3 votes, Japarrett Rainbow, Jacob Cox. Nutty Muck United versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Scott Carey. 2 votes, Swifts, Ryan Folkes. 3 votes, Swifts, Matthew Healy.
Carey to 4.
Kelkey versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Mitchell Gleeson. 2 votes, Kelkey, Harvey Gunn. 3 votes, Kelkey, Isaiah Adams.
Adams to 4.
Narrabri Quantong versus Eden Hope Apsley. 1 vote, Eden Hope Apsley, Josh Roman. 2 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Jack Vague. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Daniel Obst. Round 4, Taylor's Lake versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Mitchell Grant. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close.
Michael Close to 6, leads by 1.
Pimpernio versus Narrabri Quantong. 1 vote, Narrabri Quantong, Jack Vague. 2 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Trent Grant. 3 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Jai Walter. Eden Hope Apsley versus Kelkey. 1 vote, Kelkey, Hamish Exel. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Jeremy Keeley. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Ben McIntyre.
McIntyre to 8.
Rapanyup versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Ben Davis. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Jared Graham.
Kelly to 7.
Laharam versus Nadimuck United. 1 vote, Laharam, Ruben Launder. 2 votes, Laharam, Pat Latanzio. 3 votes, Laharam, Jared Kemp. Japarrat Rainbow versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Hamish Bennett. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Peter Weir. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood.
Kirkwood to 6.
Round 5, Rapanyup versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Clint Burdett. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Mitchell Gleeson.
Gleeson to 4.
Swifts versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Swifts, Zach Armour. 2 votes, Swifts, Angus Murray. 3 votes, Swifts, Matthew Healy. Kalkee versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 2 votes, Kalkee, Hamish Exel. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Peter Weir.
Kirkwood to 7.
Narrajua Quantong versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Shannon Argle. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Cameron Bruce. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Jaden Besford. Harrow Balmoral versus Kaniva Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Hamish Bennett. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Nick Peakin. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close.
Goes to 9, leads by 1. 3 best on grounds in the first 5 rounds.
Natty Muck United versus Eden Hope Apsley. 1 vote, Eden Hope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Timothy McIntyre. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Matthew Butler.
Ben McIntyre to 9, equal leader with Close. That's the first votes for Tim McIntyre tonight.
Round 6, Harrow Balmoral versus Natty Muck United. 1 vote, Natty Muck United, Sam Anson. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Peter Stouty. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close.
He goes to 8.
Kaniva Leor United versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Kaniva Leor United, Hamish Bennett. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Cameron Bruce. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Damien Cameron. Laharam versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Jaden Cooney. 2 votes, Kalkee, Ben Lawson. 3 votes, Kalkee, Simon Hobbs.
Hobbs to 6.
Japarrat Rainbow versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Matthew Healy. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Lockie Donny.
Driscoll to 5.
Taylor's Lake versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Cam Weston. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Daniel Sharper. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly.
Kelly to 10, leads by 1.
Pimpernio versus Eden Hope Apsley. 1 vote, Eden Hope Apsley, Jeremy Keeley. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Tim McIntyre.
Ben McIntyre to 11, now he leads by 1.
Round 7. Swifts versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Nick Peakin. 2 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Anthony Close.
Last year's winner goes to 6.
Kalkee versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Kalkee, Harvey Gunn. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Jai Walter. 3 votes, Kalkee, Hamish Exel. Taylor's Lake versus Natty Muck United. 1 vote, Taylor's Lake, Billy Finnegan. 2 votes, Natty Muck United, Jonathan Lovell. 3 votes, Natty Muck United, Jared Coombe. Japarrat Rainbow versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Daniel Batson. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll.
Kirkwood and Driscoll both to 8.
Eden Hope Apsley versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Reuben Launder. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Matthew Butler. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Timothy McIntyre.
Tim McIntyre at 8. Ben McIntyre leads on 11, but he misses round 7 and 8.
Kaniva Leor United versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Andy Phelan. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly.
Kelly now leader on 13 by 2.
Round 8. Rapanyup versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Narrajua Quantong, Jack Vague. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Daniel Wheatra. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Mitchell Gleeson.
Gleeson to 7.
Swifts versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Swifts, Jacob Selmy. 2 votes, Kalkee, Simon Hobbs. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jasper Gunn.
Hobbs to 5. Hobbs to 8. Guns on 5.
Natty Muck United versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 2 votes, Natty Muck United, Sam Anson. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll.
Driscoll to 11, Kerwood to 10. The leader is on 13, who is Kelly from Rapanyup.
Taylor's Lake versus Laharam. 1 vote, Taylor's Lake, Jack McRae. 2 votes, Laharam, Brett Irvin. 3 votes, Laharam, Astron Morrison. Pimpanayo versus Canivaleo United. 1 vote, Pimpanayo, Liam Jacoby. 2 votes, Canivaleo United, Noah Hannigan. 3 votes, Canivaleo United, Bo Noonan. Eden Hope Apsley versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Nick Pekin.
Pekin to 7, Simon Close to 9, Michael Close to 11.
Oh, what a brilliant first round, 8 rounds of the count. And there's some big names who have been mentioned here. What a very, very strong start to the season that those Close brothers have had.
They have indeed, and you expect them. They're standout footballers. The one we did mention at the start, but he polls well every year, is Elliot Kelly from Rapanyup. Freddie, he's an on-baller and just walked into the club, won the game of footy a few years ago, and he's always up there at the point end of the season.
Oh, a genuine bull, very hard at it, runs in a straight line the way it should be done, and it's no surprise to me he's gathering votes.
And the 2 McIntyre boys are both there, but as we said, Ben missed a couple of rounds early on, and he misses another. He's missed 3 in the first 8 rounds. He misses round 12 as well with injury, so he'll miss 4 for the year, but he's right on the pace.
Last year's winner, Scott Carey, of course, has polled well, but maybe too much ground to make up at this stage. You did think they had a really good back end of the season?
Yeah, they did have a good back end of the season, but fell short of finals footy. He's only on 6 votes, and you've got a leader on 13. With 8 rounds to go, he's got to pick up 7 to catch up to the leader for a start. So, yeah, it might be a long way back for Scott Carey.
And as we mentioned in the A grade there, with really, really strong teams and listening to Rapanyup throughout the year, there's a really, really strong sense of teammates there as well. So maybe they're going to take some votes away from each other. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they could well do. Kelly and Gleeson have good finishes to the year. And, of course, with the A grade football, we don't have to worry about match ratio because every side played every week. So that it's first over the line with the most votes. He's going to be crowned the Della medalist.
Well,
we call it seniors on this side of the border, Grant, not A grade in the football.
Right, sir. He's still the ex-president is being the president.
Well, we will cross back to Freddie as we continue to count. We'll move on to rounds 9 right through until the end. Over to you, Freddie.
Round 9, Japarrat Rainbow versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Clancy Breen. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood.
Kirkwood to 13, joint leader. Driscoll 1 behind on 12.
Natty Muck United versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Carl Campbell. 2 votes, Kalkee, Jaden Cooney. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jasper Gunn. Narrajua Quantong versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Ben Martin. 2 votes, Swifts, Zach Armour. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Damien Cameron. Harrow Balmoral versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Will Burberry. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Elliot Kelly. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Andy Phelan.
Kelly to 15, leads by 2.
Canivaleo United versus Eden Hope Apsley. 1 vote, Eden Hope Apsley, Lewis Thompson. 2 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Matthew Butler. 3 votes, Eden Hope Apsley, Tim McIntyre.
Tim McIntyre to 11.
Laharam versus Pimpanayo. 1 vote, Pimpanayo, Daniel Baker. 2 votes, Laharam, Shannon Argle. 3 votes, Laharam, Jared Kemp. Round 10, Narrajua Quantong versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Narrajua Quantong, Jai Walter. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, James Hallett. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, Damien Cameron.
Cameron to 9, 3 best on grounds.
Harrow Balmoral versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Anthony Close. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Clinton Robinson. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Will Plush. Kaniva-Leor United versus Laharam. 1 vote, Laharam, Shannon Argle. 2 votes, Laharam, Jared Kemp. 3 votes, Kaniva-Leor United, Liam Vivian. Rapanyup versus Nattymuck United. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 2 votes, Nattymuck United, Sam Anson. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Tim Tyler. Swifts versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Swifts, Ben Davis. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Tim McIntyre. 3 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey.
Tim McIntyre to 13, Scott Carey to 9, Kelly leads from Rapanyup on 15.
Kelkey versus Pimpanayo. 1 vote, Kelkey, Cooper Price. 2 votes, Kelkey, Jaden Kearney. 3 votes, Kelkey, Corey Williams. Round 11, Japarrat Rainbow versus Narrajua Quantong. 1 vote, Narrajua Quantong, James Hallett. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Xavier Oakley.
Driscoll to 14, 1 behind the leader.
Taylor's Lake versus Kelkey. 1 vote, Kelkey, Jasper Gunn. 2 votes, Kelkey, Simon Hobbs. 3 votes, Kelkey, Jaden Kearney.
Hobbs to 10.
Pimpanayo versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Ben Davis. 2 votes, Swifts, Nick Pickering. 3 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey.
Back-to-back best on grounds takes Carey to 12.
Edenhope Apsley versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Jack Kreuzberger.
McIntyre 13, Driscoll 14, Kelly leads on 15.
Nattymuck United versus Kaniva-Leor United. 1 vote, Kaniva-Leor United, Jonty Brown. 2 votes, Nattymuck United, Alexander Dwyer. 3 votes, Nattymuck United, Jared Coombe. Laharam versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, James Stouty. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Will Plush. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close.
Close joins Driscoll on 14, trails Kelly by 1.
Round 12, Pimpanayo versus Nattymuck United. 1 vote, Pimpanayo, Dylan Thomas. 2 votes, Nattymuck United, Dylan Bates. 3 votes, Pimpanayo, he warned me he was an absolute certainty, Daniel Booney Baker. Edenhope Apsley versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Taylor Butler. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Rodney Oliver. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Jeremy Keeley. Rapanyup versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Xavier Oakley. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Jared Graham. Swifts versus Laharam. 1 vote, Swifts, Brett Hargraves. 2 votes, Swifts, Ben Davis. 3 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey.
That's 3 best on grounds in a row to Carey. He has jumped to 15 and now is joint leader with Elliot Kelly.
Kelkey versus Kaniva-Leor United. 1 vote, Kelkey, Carl Campbell. 2 votes, Kelkey, Jasper Gunn. 3 votes, Kelkey, Simon Hobbs.
Simon Hobbs 13, Jasper Gunn 11.
Narrajua Quantong versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. 2 votes, Narrabri Quantong, Jason Kerr. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Will Burberry.
Close, Kelly and Carey, all on 15 lead the count.
Round 13, Taylor's Lake versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Liam Jacoby. 2 votes, Taylor's Lake, Jack McRae. 3 votes, Taylor's Lake, Matthew McCulloch. Nuttymuck United versus Narrabri Quantong. 1 vote, Nuttymuck United, John O'Lovell. 2 votes, Narrabri Quantong, James Hallett. 3 votes, Nuttymuck United, Jared Coombe. Harrow Balmoral versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Anthony Close. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Tom Conheady. 3 votes, Kalkee, Jasper Gunn.
Jasper Gunn to 14, Driscoll's on 14, but the leaders Michael Close, Elliot Kelly and Scotty Carey all on 15.
Kaniva-Leor United versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Angus Murray. 2 votes, Swifts, Matthew Healy. 3 votes, Swifts, Scott Carey.
Carey, 4 best on grounds, outright leader by 3 on 18 votes.
Laharam versus Rapanyup. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Jared Graham. 2 votes, Rapanyup, Jack Musgrove. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Mitchell Gleeson.
Gleeson to 10.
Japarrat Rainbow versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Simon Clugston. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Tim McIntyre. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Brad Hunter.
McIntyre to 15.
Round 14, Taylor's Lake versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Simon Clugston. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, William Batson. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Daniel Batson. Kalkee versus Nuttymuck United. 1 vote, Kalkee, Xavier Hobbs. 2 votes, Kalkee, Jasper Gunn. 3 votes, Kalkee, Simon Hobbs.
Simon Hobbs to 16, trails a leader by 2.
Swifts versus Narrabri Quantong. 1 vote, Narrabri Quantong, Wade Francis. 2 votes, Swifts, Jesse Portelli. 3 votes, Swifts, just for something different, Scott Carey.
5 best on grounds in a row takes him to 21 votes and leads by 5 with 2 and a bit rounds to go.
Rapanyup versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Rapanyup, Jared Graham. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. 3 votes, Rapanyup, Mitchell Gleeson.
Michael Close to 17.
Edenhope Apsley versus Kaniva-Leor United. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Cody Honor. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Ben McIntyre. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Tim McIntyre.
Tim McIntyre 18, Ben McIntyre 15, leader Scotty Carey 21.
Pimpernio versus Laharam. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Clint Burdett. 2 votes, Laharam, Shannon Argle. 3 votes, Pimpernio, Mackay Baker. Round 15, Harrow Balmoral versus Swifts. 1 vote, Swifts, Angus Murray. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Simon Close.
Michael Close to 19, 2 behind Carey.
Narrabri Quantong versus Kalkee. 1 vote, Kalkee, Lachlan Exel. 2 votes, Kalkee, Hamish Exel. 3 votes, Narrabri Quantong, James Hallett. Nuttymuck United versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Taylor's Lake, Billy Finnegan. 2 votes, Nuttymuck United, Daniel Werner. 3 votes, Taylor's Lake, Matthew McCulloch. Pimpernio versus Japarrat Rainbow. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Clint Burdett. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kirkwood. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Scott Driscoll.
Kirkwood to 15, Driscoll's on 17.
Laharam versus Edenhope Apsley. 1 vote, Edenhope Apsley, Tim McIntyre. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Daniel Obst. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Ben
Tim
McIntyre.
McIntyre 19, Ben McIntyre 18.
Rapagna versus Canaiva Leor United. 1 vote, Canaiva Leor United, Bo Noonan. 2 votes, Rapagna Mitchell Gleeson. 3 votes, Canaiva Leor United, Hamish Bennett.
Gleeson goes to 15, 1 round to go. Carey leads on 21, Michael Close is on 19, Tim McIntyre's on 19, Ben McIntyre is on 18.
Round 16, Edenhope Apsley versus Natty Muck United. 1 vote, Natty Muck United, Jared Coombe. 2 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Josh Roman. 3 votes, Edenhope Apsley, Ben McIntyre.
Ben McIntyre to 21 is tied with Carey.
Swifts versus Rapagna. 1 vote, Swifts, Scott Carey. 2 votes, Rapagna, Daniel Wheatra. 3 votes, Rapagna, Elliot Kelly.
Carey to 22. Michael Close needs a 3 to tie with him. Ben McIntyre is on 21 and done for the night.
Kalkee versus Taylor's Lake. 1 vote, Kalkee, Hamish Exel. 2 votes, Kalkee, Carl Campbell. 3 votes, Kalkee, Simon Hobbs.
Hobbs finishes on 19.
Narrajua Quantong versus Pimpernio. 1 vote, Pimpernio, Clint Badette. 2 votes, Narrajua Quantong, James Hallett. 3 votes, Narrajua Quantong, James Gregg. Canaiva Leor United versus Harrow Balmoral. 1 vote, Harrow Balmoral, Tom Conheady. 2 votes, Harrow Balmoral, Michael Close. 3 votes, Harrow Balmoral, James Stoudy.
Third time winner, Scotty Carey will win the medal by 1.
Japarrat Rainbow versus Laharam. 1 vote, Japarrat Rainbow, Daniel Batson. 2 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Thomas Lang. 3 votes, Japarrat Rainbow, Jay Kerwood.
Kerwood finishes on 18.
Brilliant work, Freddie. Fantastic to get through all of those. And Cougs, as you mentioned there, we have a back-to-back winner.
He's now a third-time winner of the Della Medal, Scotty Carey. Like, he's a great bloke, great footballer, and richly deserved. Has been a coach, player, captain of the Swiss Footy Club for a long time, Freddie, and he's round 10 to round 14. He put in 5 best on grounds in a row.
Pretty extraordinary, isn't it, from anybody to be able to maintain that patch of form like that. But I think we can only put it down to all that interleague training. I managed to take him aside and give him a few tips, Grant. That's all I can think of.
He always gets the credit for somewhere here. There's no doubt about it. So, great effort by Scotty Carey. He finishes on 22 votes.
And we have a tie as well, tied runner-ups, and it really did come down to the last round. It could have been a lot closer, but it was pretty fascinating draw. So, joint runners-up.
Benny McIntyre on 21 and Michael Close on 21. As we mentioned during the count, Ben McIntyre missed 4 rounds of footy. Michael Close, he's had a great year, injured just before finals and in the finals, and played under duress last week. But he's class 6'5" or 6 or 7 or whatever he is, and very, very good player for Harrow Balmoral and a local, and he'll probably stay there forever and a day. Ben McIntyre, well, he's won as we said, won a couple of medals elsewhere, missed 4 games. Who knows what could have happened if he'd played those 4. But both, you paid the admission to go and watch them play.
Quality players, no doubt about it. You don't get to the Brisbane Bears Lions by accident, do you? And great guys, just great fellas. There's no worries about that, and a real asset to our league.
Yeah, and we talked about players pinching votes off each other. Because on 19 votes was Tim McIntyre and Simon Hobbs. So the 2 McIntyres probably could have pinched a few votes off each other. Kerwood was very good on 18. Kelly finished on 18, and he's just always in that top 6 is Elliot Kelly. So consistent year in, year out. And but I think they'll be thinking of bigger fish to fry Saturday.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The big ones on Saturday. That's what it's all about. He won't care about coming 16th if they get over the line on Saturday.
And Scotty Driscoll from Japarrat Rainbow, very consistent on 17. So a couple of JR boys in there. couple of E-Note boys in there, so pretty consistent year from them, but just couldn't go the final bit.
Couldn't finish off at the end, no. That's unfortunately the way it goes, yeah.
Well, gents, the man who, as we say, went best on ground, rounds 10, round 11, round 12, round 13, round 14. Put one more vote in the kitty there, one vote in round 16 to take out his third and to be the Della medalist, back to back from Steve Swifts. Scott Carey joins us on the line. Scott, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Congratulations, Scotty. Different feeling to last year, is it? Yeah, it's to win 2 in a row. You're now a 3-time winner. You joined Steve Schultz, Bruce Martin, and Whiskey Carr as 3-time Della medalist. Of course, you won your first in 2017, and then in 21-22. So congratulations, a magnificent effort.
Yeah, cheers. It's unfathomable, really. Crazy.
How have you found the transition this year from not coaching to just being a player? Has it allowed you to concentrate on your footy or enjoy your footy a bit more rather than just coaching?
Definitely get to enjoy it a bit more, a lot less pressure, and just get to float in the background and just try to play my role for the team, really.
As I said, we've got Freddie Mellington here, and he's taken all the credit for the 3 of them because he got you to interleague training and taught you everything he knows, is what you're saying, Freddie, aren't you?
Absolutely. Scotty, you wouldn't be denying that, surely?
No, not at all, Fred. Credit goes to you, that's for sure.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Absolutely a fantastic effort. I take it you're having a good night. You got all the club members there? Are you having a bit of a function at your club?
Yeah, we're all down at North Park. So it's been a pretty big night with Tanya Crawford taking out the C Reserve and Andrew Baker the reserve as well. So it's been a pretty good one here.
Yeah, it has been indeed, hasn't it? He'll celebrate pretty hard.
Well, they would have been quite proud of himself. While Scotty just slid in with his lazy third, Grant. A little bit rude, really, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but
you're just so consistent. You don't miss games of footy. You played every game for the year. You polled, as we said, 5 best on grounds in a row. You polled 6 for the year, and a 1-2 vote and a couple of single votes to get to your 22. How do you look after yourself or prepare to get yourself out on the ground every Saturday and play at a high level?
A fair bit of effort goes into my football each year. As Freddie rang me last year and told me to settle down and stop running too much. A bit of pre-season goes in, and then just try to look after the body at footy training. And that's probably the big thing about not coaching. Is Brett's been pretty generous, giving me the night off here and there when I have been a bit sore, whereas in previous years I probably just pushed through and tried to really just work hard on and off the ground. But so that's probably been the most benefit of not coaching, I'd say.
Personally, to compare this year to last year, how did you think the 2 years compared? And I know you're a pretty modest bloke, but did you give yourself a chance this year to win the medal?
Honestly, no. I thought the first few games we had some outstanding footballers play really well, and Matt Healy, Ryan Folkes, Jacob Shelby, and I was able just to float around the first few weeks. I felt like I did have a good month there in the middle of the season, but I didn't think it was going to be anywhere near enough to take this award home, that's for sure.
Clearly, married life must be suiting him well, Grant. A little bit slow getting started. I think that might have had a bit to do with the wedding early in the year. And, once he's got a bit of a rhythm happening, so to speak, he slotted in very well with those lazy 5 in a row.
Yeah, no, she's been a pretty good addition. And the wedding, during the year, probably straight after that, had a pretty good month of football. So credit goes to Michaela, which, she knows... she means the world to me, so she's done well.
Have you got anyone you want to thank, Scotty?
Obviously, want to thank the football club. Huge here, love being here. Brett Hargraves, senior coach, he's done a fair bit of work by himself, and it's credit to him being able to get back into the finals. Just all the other footballers, all the boys that are in our group, just been fantastic. I enjoy playing with them every week. So.
Anyone you've forgotten there, Scotty?
Oh, sorry, Fred. You've been instrumental. Sorry.
Good on you, mate. Absolute credit to you, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
No talk of retirement on the lips of Scott Carey after his third Della medal and his second in a row. So congratulations, a great effort.
Scott, before you go, it's not the year for the team this year in regards to the final, but I'm just wondering if you've got a tip for Saturday, having played through the season against these two clubs. Do you have a tip on who might take out the grand final?
Look, we played Repayne twice. Absolutely star-studded team. So they're would probably. Have to give them the nod only because we only played Kalkee for half a game, and they did control the game pretty comfortably. So if they bring any of the footy that they did on the weekend, it should go right down the wire. It would be a really good one, but I might just give it to a Rupp on Saturday.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that tip, and congratulations again. It's a really, really incredible thing for you. So enjoy the night at the club, and as we said earlier to Emily, I'm sure there's been plenty of people trying to call and text you at the moment, so we'll get off the phone with you. Thanks for spending some time with us tonight, but congratulations on winning the award.
Cheers, boys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well done. Great effort, Scotty.
Yes.
So, yeah, he finished on 22 votes. Ben McIntyre, one of the runners-up, he, as I said, he missed 3 or 4 games. He polled 4 best on grounds, 4 twos, and 1 single to get his 21 votes. Michael Close, he polled in 4, 8, 9 games, 4 best on grounds, 4 twos, and a single for his 21. And then Tim McIntyre on 19 and Simon Hobbs on 19 rounded out the top 5.
Yeah, a brilliant and deserving winner, and just a really, really great count as well. Lots of talent going through the league at the moment, and Fred, it must be pretty exciting to see the quality of players coming through.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always good to have a good close count like that and plenty of excitement. The league's going pretty well, and it's looking forward to Saturday and the Pinnacle, and we'll see how that wraps up. But certainly well done to Scott. Ripping bloke, good as you want to meet.
I think the talent's gone to another level this year, seeing the chairman has changed. I think the standard in the league has really stepped up, Adam.
Leave the funny stuff to me, Grant.
Brilliant. Well, I almost gave it away a little bit earlier on in the night, but we do have to announce a few different other awards. Let's have a look at who takes out the Senior Best Opposition Player of the Year.
And that is Timmy McIntyre from Eden Hope, absolutely, with 35 votes. So he finished third in the count there, but deemed by the opposition clubs to be the best player for the year.
And some fantastic youth coming through as well. So let's have a look at the winners of the Under-21 awards.
Yeah, Benny Davis from Swifts has taken that out. So that's just another one down the highway tonight. So she'll be a pretty good night. I don't think there'll be much work done, certainly at Kerry Covers tomorrow anyway.
All over there.
And I'm not sure about Benny, but he's a young fella, blonde hair, goes 100 mile an hour. We covered the game when he played Narrabri Quantong, and I thought he's going to take the goalpost out of the ground. He hit it that hard, and 2 hours later after the game, he could hardly walk. So committed and a great effort from him.
Really, really fantastic count. A really, really great night tonight as well. And of course, as we mentioned, the Pinnacle, and as you mentioned, Freddie, the Pinnacle is Saturday. Grand final day. It is set to be incredible. The crowds continue to build as they have done for the rest of the final season. It is going to be absolutely sensational at City Oval on Saturday.
Absolutely, yeah. Looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather will hold out and be nice for us. And we have Rip and Day football and netball right across the board. Yeah, that A-grade game, as you mentioned earlier, is going to be a cracker. And by what Kalkee showed with a bit of youth and pace last Saturday, then it's certainly going to be an interesting contest. It
should be a beauty. And, of course, we should acknowledge our leading goal kickers, our reserves, Quinton Wilmoth from Harrow Balmoral on 57, and from Repagnet, Jackie Musgrove on 86. And I think he kicked 6 in the second semi-final to get to 92. I don't think he can get the ton, and that would be the least of his worries, I think, or on his mind. But, 8 goals to get you 100 in the grand final would be something huge, especially
day,
if you're in front.
Yeah. And kick none and win the flag, that it won't matter.
No,
And we do get to announce who the umpires will be for the grand final on Saturday as well. So the three umpires who have been selected: Josh Lloyd, Jamie Shevlin, and Paul Clough. Oh, is it Clough? Clough. It's Clough. There we go. So they'll be officiating the match on Saturday. Well, gentlemen, pretty much brings us to the end of proceedings tonight. But let's just go back and have a look. We started off, of course, with the A-grade count tonight. Emily Burgess took out that award. Really, really exceptional. It's been a great season for that team.
It has indeed, and we said, like, she's played some very, very good netball, as Sharon said. So deserving winner, and of course, again, she's in that grand final against Horsham, and it should be a beauty. And you know, that netball court area will be absolutely chock-a-block Saturday. You won't be able to swing a cat. And I'd say if you want to get a seat down there, gates open at about 7:30. You're going to see great games of netball all day. You want to be down there, park your chair, and not move.
No, absolutely. It will be a brilliant day. And, of course, we'll be broadcasting from midday as well and giving you all of the scoring updates throughout all of the grand finals taking place earlier in the morning and through the afternoon as well. And a man who actually polled a vote tonight as well from the Weekly Advertiser, Michael Scalzo. I've been taught how to pronounce that correctly. We'll be joining you, along with Abby Walter from the Weekly Advertiser as well. We'll be joining you for a bit of a chat about what's going on around the grounds, and just really looking forward to the Weekly Advertiser on Wednesday as well for a really big grand final preview edition.
Yep, should be a beauty, and we're looking to have all bases covered Saturday. Abby will be over at the netball getting the scores back to us and coming over for a talk after we finish up, and giving a review of all the games, and it'll be great to have her on board. And Michael will be out with Eastie out in the ground. He'll be going to one huddle east to the other, so we don't miss anything that the coaches have got to say during the breaks.
It has been a fascinating evening tonight. We do congratulate Emily Burgess, the winner of the A-grade netball best and fairest, and of course Scott Carey for walking away with his third and 2 years in a row in the Della medal. To Sharon Fedke, thank you for joining us this evening and reading out those votes and all of your thoughts and opinions. And to the former chairman Fred Mellerton, thank you for joining us this evening as well.
Thanks, Adam, and of course a huge thanks from all involved in the league for the continued work that you guys do here, and the sponsorship that comes with the Weekly Advertiser through the District League. Very much appreciated the way we can work in the community and keep things going as well as we have. Thank you very much to all concerned.
No, from an Ace Radio point of view, an absolute pleasure to get behind all of this. I mean, we'll acknowledge all the other sponsors of the District League as well. So, of course, the Weekly Advertiser, Priceline Pharmacy in Horsham, Hip Pocket Workwear, 40 Winks in Horsham, Skill Invest, the Horsham Sports and Community Club, and, of course, 1089 3WM. Cougs, a big edition on Saturday morning, the shirt front from 8.
Yes, down at City Oval. So we'll be down there. Hopefully Josh McKay will be joining us as normal, and we don't know what Josh is thinking or going to say, but it should be a good one there, and hopefully we'll have a couple of footy blokes on before 10, and then, of course, from midday we'll hit it all again and cover the grand final. So if you can't get there,
hopefully Eastie can make it.
You can put your headphones on. He'll be right. He may not
Big
be
Homer
right.
show Friday night. Be there.
It is going to be an absolutely cracking day on Saturday, that's for sure. So join the boys from 8 on 1089 3WM across the Wimmera Mallee and 96.1 3WM FM in Ararat, and then of course from midday again for all of the grand final coverage. If you missed anything for tonight as well, you can head to the Weekly Advertiser's YouTube page and you can have a look at that link. There'll be a good write-up about it in the Wednesday's edition of the Weekly Advertiser. To Cougs, thank you. Big couple of weeks ahead for you and the boys, so get some rest. And to Freddie, thank you again, and thanks to Sharon Fedke. And we'll shout out to Paul Carraher, who has been pressing some buttons behind the scenes as well, who's been making this happen. So Carrots, thanks to you. Whatever you're up to this evening, folks, if you're at a club having a good time, please do take care out there on the roads. Get yourselves home nice and safely. And thanks for joining us for the 2022 Horsham District Football Netball League Night of Nights, the A-grade netball and the Della Medal Best and Fairest Awards.
On 1089 3WM, Nights with Dennis Walter for Harvey Norman Electrical. Open 7 days.
must do the Grampians Wine Weekend, May 1 and 2, featuring a winemaker's wine pop-up, barrique wine auction and range of special